Alright. Welcome to my first shoe review. But before we start, I just want to be honest and give you a background on my shoe knowledge. This video has chapters, so if you want to skip this part, feel free to move to the next chapter or to any chapter that you are interested to know. Full disclosure, I am not an expert on shoes, but I have been running for about a decade already. Although I only have one type of run. An easy, relaxed run. I don't join marathons nor long runs. My run is usually just up to 6 to 7 kilometers, with an average pace of 7.5 minutes per kilometer. Within that almost 1 decade of slow runs, I have used a few legit running shoes already. My first ever running shoe was the Under Armour Speedform Gemini 1, which I really love. I love it so much that after my pair was worn out for about 2.5 years, I literally tried to find the same exact shoes as a replacement. Unfortunately, Under Armour does not make it anymore that time. So I had to settle with Puma Ignite, which was a horrible experience. I got blisters in my heel, and my foot's pinky toe was always in pain. After just more than a month of using it, I had to replace it with a Reebok Float Ride Core, which has been my running companion for another 4 years, but discounting the pandemic years, probably just about 1.5 years. Last year, I got a new pair of running shoes, which is the all-weather Nike Pegasus 39. And this is where I would mostly compare the Under Armour HOVR Machina 3 Storm in this review. As mentioned from my previous MapMyRun video, the Under Armour HOVR Machina 3 Storm name is quite a mouthful, but the name gives you almost all of the details about the shoes. Under Armour is obviously the shoe brand. HOVR is the midsole used for the shoes. Machina is the model, while 3 is the version. And Storm is the water-repellent upper of the shoes. It retails for 8,600 pesos, but I only got it for 5,100 pesos due to the end-of-season sale that started last month of June. Okay. Let's unbox this beautiful shoe wear. Let's just get around a view on the box. We can see the size here and the model of the shoe. The Under Armour HOVR Machina 3 Storm, of course. We also have a sticker of the MapMyRun app here, since this shoe have a chip on it. A chip literally baked inside the HOVR midsole, which can detect your steps, stride, cadence, speed and more. And also because of that chip, you can connect the shoes to your phone, and along with the MapMyRun app, you can record all the data of your run, or any other workout for that matter. Do note though that this chip has an expiration. I'm not sure, but I think it is built-in battery with it, and the expiration is the time when that battery runs out of juice. Since it's impossible to change the battery baked inside the midsole, the chip will be dead forever and considered expired. If you want to learn more about the MapMyRun app and the chip of this shoe, I will pop up a link in the screen, which you can also find in the video description, that will point you to a dedicated video that I created for MapMyRun app featuring with the Under Armour HOVR Machina 3 Storm. Okay. Let's take out the shoes now. Wow. This looks really good. I love the color combination. Of course, let's do the obligatory sniff. Yes. I'm telling you, there's nothing better than the smell of a new shoes or gadget. This must be how parts of heaven smells. Nice. The insole of the shoe looks really nice with a neon orange lettering of the shoe name and some specs, like its 8mm drop, with 33mm midsole thickness on the heel, going down to 25mm in the forefront part of the shoe. We have the Bluetooth symbol here as well. And it also mentions the neutral hover cushioning, since they market this as a neutral shoes for runners who need a balance between flexibility and cushioning. Under Armour also boasts its aerodynamic heel design for support without any excess layers and bulk. The Machina 3 Storm is a bit on the heavier side, with a weight of 340 grams. I did some research, and it turns out that lightweight running shoes should be less than 227 grams, and heavy is at 300 grams or more, so this is definitely in the heavy level. The lacing system of the Machina 3 Storm is nothing special, it is a standard tie. But the lace itself is something special. It is a round, stretchy material that helps keep the tie intact all the time. I hate it when the tie gets loose while you are running, and that will never happen on this kind of lace. I also love the color of this lace. I usually run at sunset time, so a bright glow in the dark or reflective type of colors that makes other people in the road notice me, helps keep me safe running in the dark. The tongue is also something that most people will love. There's a short-sewed stretchy part on top, then a more stiff and thicker tongue below that. It has a reflective tab that makes it a lot easier for anyone to just slip your feet on the shoes without any fuzz. Now let's talk about the Storm upper of the Machina 3. Storm is the Under Armour's all-weather upper. It is a wind-resistant and water-repellent consisting of cold gear infrared and windproof materials. Cold gear infrared technology uses a soft thermoconductive inner coating to absorb and retain body heat, while the windproof materials and construction shields you from the elements. Under Armour claims that Storm technology repels water without sacrificing breathability, and I believe them. My first run using Machina 3 was interrupted by a heavy downpour, and the area where I got caught in the rain was an open area with only a small tent where I can take shade. So from my thigh area down was really wet. And to my surprise, the inside of my Machine 3 Storm was dry, except for the shoe opening for the legs part of course, since my legs are also soaking wet. My Nike Pegasus 39 is also an all-weather shoe, and the one main complaint I have on that is it is really hot on my feet. But surprisingly, HOVR Machine 3 Storm is indeed breathable. It is not as breathable as Speedform Gemini or the Reebok Float Ride Core, but it is way breathable than the Pegasus 39. The inner texture of the Storm upper is also very comfortable and flexible. The Storm upper of the Machina 3 is a perfect balance between breathability and protection from outside elements. In addition to that, the Machina 3 Storm might be the safest shoes you can use when running at night. It has 360-degree reflectors. On all sides of the shoe, it has a reflector and a glow in the dark color. When running on the road at night, which is what my usual route and running time is, these are essential for the shoes, and Under Armour went all out for it, which also makes for a good aesthetic for the shoe. Let's now move to the HOVR midsole. Machina 3 Storm features a dual-density HOVR foam where the heel area, or this orange net design area here, is a softer HOVR foam. While the forefront area, this light mint green color here, is firmer and more responsive for energy return. I love this idea, and I think more shoe brands should also do this since, in real life, the heel and forefront area of our feet have different muscle and bone density, so it makes more sense to have different foam density for them. I also love the design of this midsole. The net design at the back and the plain light mint green color is perfect. I think this midsole design, along with the lace, are the main elements that is giving the shoes its unique and elegant personality. You can say that the midsole is the soul of shoes' good looks. We also have a cleft chin carving here at the middle of the heel, which I believe is something that helps with the balance and aerodynamics. I really love this midsole's design. Compared to my Pegasus 39, the Air Zoom foam is softer than HOVR. Not by much, but noticeable. Preference between them will be subjective of course, since some like firmer foam, and some like it softer. But for me, I like the firmer feel of the Machina 3. Or maybe the heat that I feel when using the all-weather Pegasus 39 is also a factor, which is why my feet feels more comfortable using the Machina 3. I don't know. I told you, I'm not an expert on this. One other major reason why I would prefer the Machina 3's HOVR foam over the Air Zoom of Pegasus 39 is its longevity. After using Pegasus 39 for 6 months, there's already a noticeable wear and tear on its outsole and midsole. I know that I've only been using Machina 3 Storm for about a month when I created this video, but it feels different. It feels a lot more durable. It feels like it is built to last. Built like a tank. I've also watched and read a lot of long-term reviews of Machina 3, and they all said the same thing. Comfort and durability in one. Who would not want that? No for the outsole. Machina 3 Storm's outsole is made out of a combination of carbon and blown rubber for strategic durability and lightweight rebound. It is the rainy season here in the Philippines when I bought these shoes and have run on a wet pavement with it many times already. On all of those run, never once had I experienced any slips nor skids. The Machina 3 Storm outsole is really grippy, which perfectly pairs with the Storm upper for an all-weather feature. I have used a Machina 3 Storm on grass, marble floors, tiles, bare road, brick pavements, plain soil, and many other surfaces that I might have forgotten already, and it's all good. Compared to the outsole of Nike Pegasus 39, the Machina 3 Storms is a lot thicker, probably why it is heavy. But I would take a few grams for durability any day. This outsole adds more points for the built like a tank argument for the Machina 3 Storm. Running with Under Armour HOVR Machina 3 Storm is really fun for me, especially when using the MapMyRun app on my phone connected to my shoes. It gives you tips for forms and a lot of statistics while you run. I did not need any burn-in period for Machina 3 Storm. My first run was already comfortable. And one standout for this shoe for me is the support on the heel. The shape of the heel part, which has enough amount of cushion support, fits perfectly with the shape of my feet's heel. My feet feels really protected when using the Machina 3 Storm. The responsiveness is not as good as the Nike Pegasus 39 though. When using the Machina 3 Storm, you might need to work a bit harder for the run, as the energy return is lower compared to Pegasus 39. As mentioned earlier, heat is not an issue for these shoes. Even though the upper is water repellent, your feet can breathe on these shoes. I have not experienced any overheating inside the shoes, which I did experience in Pegasus 39. For the type of run that I do, an everyday easy run, I believe the Machina 3 Storm is perfect for it. Due to the firmness of the midsole and the weight of this shoe, I would never recommend this for fast run, long run, or races. For casual use of Machina 3 Storm, I experienced something weird. When using it for running, my feet feels comfortable immediately, but when I used it for casual wear, my feet feels uneasy, and there are muscle areas of my feet that feels like it is having a spasm. This happened up to the second time I used it casually. The third time was better, and only about the fifth time was when my feet felt comfortable with the shoes. This might just be me, but thought it will be a good thing to share in case you plan to just use the Machina 3 Storm solely for casual purposes only. Alright. If I will rank the Under Armour HOVR Machina 3 Storm among the running shoes that I owned, it will be in the second place, just next to the Under Armour Speedform Gemini. I don't know if nostalgia or sentimental value has something to do with this, but I do remember being so comfortable using that first running shoe that I had. The third will be the Nike Pegasus 39. Although Pegasus 39 is more responsive and lighter, Machina 3 Storm is better on all the other aspects, at least for me. It has more breathable upper, better lace and tongue, I like the firmer foam, the outsole has a better grip, it has more protection coverage like the reflectors, it looks more durable, and many more. But the three best differentiator for me is the technology of connectivity and workout tracking baked in the shoes, the price, and of course, the shoes' really handsome and elegant looks. Of course, every feet have a unique shape, form, bone and muscle structure, so the shoes that's good on my feet might not be good on yours. But hopefully, all the things that I've covered in this video has helped you decide if the Under Armour HOVR Machina 3 Storm is for you or not. Machina 3 Storm is not perfect, far from it actually. But it fits my feet, my needs, and my routines, so personally, it is perfect for me. If you enjoy this video, give me a thumbs up. If it has helped you in any way, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Nilasuj for watching. Nova Air.